you stand like a man?
Baby.
Well, in this video, I'm going to teach you how in 3 steps, but I want to tell you a story first. I saw a guy in public the other day. He wasn't talking to anyone. He wasn't even walking. He was just standing there. And I could tell just from looking at him for a split second, 2 things. He was not confident and he had low social status. What's this gonna do for you if you're at a networking event or you're waiting for a date and they see you and they start assigning those attributes to you before you even start to interact? You're shooting yourself in the foot. But the beauty is we can completely control the way we stand without any question. There's no variability. There's no one who's like, hey buddy, why are you standing like that, right? Or pushing you, anything like that. There's nothing. So we need to learn how to control everything that we put out there within our communication so we can encourage people to start assigning positive attributes to us. See, the human brain is wired to kind of start telling itself a story about what that person that they're watching is probably like. Are they attractive? Are they confident? Are they high status? Do they have a good job? All of these different things. And the funny thing is, our brains are very good at doing it and are usually pretty spot on. And it's a strong perspective that's coming in our mind too, because once someone starts assigning those attributes to you and say they eventually do talk to you, like if I would have gone up and talked to that guy at the park, everything they say is gonna be filtered through that perspective that was already established in my brain. So let's get that perspective strong. Let's give off the right body language. Let's learn how to stand the right way to show and communicate the right things so we can start with that head start. All right, so if this is a bit advanced for you and you're just trying to get an understanding of what's going on around you socially, to get a really crisp, good understanding why people do what they do around you, I put together a social invincibility checklist. You can touch or click right up here, download it for free, and it's gonna go through 5 things that'll help you get up to speed on just understanding social interaction in general. All right, let's jump into the 3 steps. Step number 1, I want you to focus not on getting long. So many people have all these weird things to say, stand up super long and tall. I just want you to focus on the portion of your spine from the top of your shoulders to connecting to your head, the little portion right here, just focus on raising that. That's gonna nicely raise your shoulders and nicely stick out your chest just a little bit, and it feels really good. You can feel that your body's in alignment when you do that. It's just gonna be a 1/4 inch or something like that. Just focus on doing that, and it's gonna really bring you into nice alignment and a lot of length without looking like you're trying to be Lurch out there 6'6" when you're really 5'10". The second thing you wanna do is roll your shoulders back. A lot of us have really become used to having shoulders that are down. You see a lot of people kind of standing like this, like, oh, it's comfortable. Our bodies may naturally over time roll like that, and the older that we get, the more you're gonna find yourself like that. We need to consciously fight this just by rolling our shoulders back. See, it's very easy to do and actually feels really good once you do it, but to break the habit of rolling forward is all you need to do. So by doing this for 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna find yourself naturally wanting to revert back to that because it does feel a lot better. Now, one kind of troubleshooting tip I'll tell you, a lot of people who are coming from more of a slouched body language, and then you tell them to put their shoulders back and they stand like this, they feel like they look like a tough guy, like they're going to pick fights with people. They're not. That's not, does it look like I'm trying to pick fight with you when I stand like this? No, but it's the difference that in their mind, they feel like they're standing like this when they're really just rolling their shoulders back a little bit. So understand, it may feel a bit different when you do that to start, but once you get comfortable with it, you'll realize it's a very natural and healthy way to stand. It keeps your shoulders back, and it's gonna prevent you from slowly going further and further down. Now, the last thing you need to do, just understand how your feet impact your stance. A lot of people, they put their feet a bit too close together. I would encourage you, nice and easy, keep your feet about shoulders width apart, if not even a little bit wider. Just do what's comfortable, but understand a lot of people, their tendency to try to not take up a lot of space, so bring their feet in really close together. It doesn't look solid. It looks like you could just go up and knock the dude over real easy. You always wanna look nice and solid because that exudes confidence. Physical strength does exude confidence. Doesn't mean you have to be in the weight room 6 days a week, but just by standing like you've got a bit of a stature is something that you can easily do to combine to the 3rd step. Now, if you haven't seen this video right here, I highly suggest you check it out. I think you're gonna like it. And if you didn't download that social invincibility checklist, it's gonna give you a good idea of social concepts and 5 things you can immediately go through to understand social interaction better. You can click right here to do so. I'll talk to you soon.